This is your girl, Vana Supernova, and today I came up with something a little different for my channel. Since you all may know, I'm on the Master Cleanse currently, and during my cleanse, I've been craving so many different foods, so many different things that I have not had since I was a kid. Orange creamsicle, I haven't had that maybe since I was 4 or 5 years old. That phase was done a long time ago, let me tell you. I don't even like oranges like that, but right now I would die for orange creamsicle. It's that deep. So I was like, you know what, I should probably make a series out of this. A series of looks inspired by the foods that I've been craving during my master cleanse. And we're starting this series off with the orange creamsicle look. So if you are interested, please stay tuned and I'll go ahead and give you this quick DIY. Now this is a beginner friendly look. I am not a makeup artist. You're gonna have your own rendition of this look. So this is just inspired by an orange creamsicle, and you can remix it however you would like. I mean, it's just fun to be inspired by so much, and that's the beauty of creating. I would love to see your looks. So the materials I'm using, I didn't name all of them because honestly, you can recreate this look with any makeup you have, any palette you have. It's not complicated. As long as you have similar colors, you could have your own rendition of this look. So without further ado, grab your tea and your makeup brushes and let's get started. So if you see me looking off to the side, I'm actually looking at a mirror right behind my camera. For my moisturizer, I used the Vino, and for my primer, I used Smashbox Photo Finish. I've already applied both of them, so we're gonna get started on these brows. I have the NYX eyebrow gel, but I think I'm gonna use a brow pencil because I'm kind of in a hurry. The NYX is beneficial in the sense that it kind of does what a brow gel would do. So if I use this, I would use a brow gel, like a clear brow gel afterwards to, like, you know, seal what I've just done so that it stays in place. Meanwhile, this, you kind of can use it on its own. I may try a combination of the two. So I wanted to kind of do like a chit chat, get ready with me situation. I'm actually filming right after this. And I kind of wanted to just talk about the different directions I wanted to go in life, not just with my channel. And as I'm looking at this, I don't know if I like it too much, but we're just gonna keep going at it. So I'm revamping my channel, and side note, you see how I need to do my brows? I have tweezers right here, and I also have razor right here. I could easily just do my brows myself right now, but I kind of wanted to leave it so that you get like a realistic idea, because your brows ain't always gonna be on fleek. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna stunt for the YT. I'm just gonna have my brows looking the way they look and show you that you can still look decent with them looking like this, halfway done. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I wanted to kind of do a chit chat this time about the different directions I'm going in life with my channel and with my career, kind of. I don't want to get too deep into my career because, you know, that's kind of personal. At least right now, I kind of want to keep it, you know, what it is. So with my channel, my passion altogether is to create. That's my number one passion. Not just create videos, not just do makeup. It's not about me just doing the things that you know that I like to do. There's so many different facets in my life, and I want my channel to be a reflection of that. I used to always think that you had to pick one thing that you're like amazing at and just do that one thing. And then I realized you ain't gotta do that. You could do everything you wish to do. You only have one life, y'all. One life. And so do everything that your heart desires, and everything else will honestly fall into place. I've always been a jack of many trades, and so I've always struggled with trying to figure out what that one thing that I was the best at that I had to just do. And I realized that the reason why I couldn't figure that out is because I'm really good at many different things. As I evolve, I want my channel to evolve. I'm about to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Toffee, mixed with my foundation, which is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the color NW47. And I'm going to use that to kind of clean up my brows. This has a brush on it, which is extra useful, but because of the fact that I'm kind of mixing them together, I kind of don't really need the brush. I think that when I allow it to just kind of mix on its own, just like straight out the bottle, the line is kind of harsh. And I don't really like the harsh lines on my brow, even though, let's see how this comes out, right? So as I evolve, I want my channel to evolve. I want to capture every moment of my life. This is my diary. This is my journey. In the process, I hope to inspire someone else on their journey. I hope to inspire you guys to try something new, try something, you know, not necessarily in your element. And so how I'm doing this is I'm actually starting off a bit lower because I kind of have too much on my brush. The secret about like making your makeup look straight, honest to God, is blending. You can up as many times as you want to, girl. As long as you blending that out, honey, it's gonna come out looking straight regardless. So yeah, and here's how it looks on my hand, by the way. I don't literally just blend them together. I dab and dab. I dab on one side and dab on the other side because later on I'm going to be using both colors. And if I have excess, I kind of want to be able to use what's left on my hand and not put it to waste. I always like to start on the end of the brow when I'm on the top because it's the easiest part. To me, up here is kind of hard because not only do you have to contour your body all weird, you kind of have to make sure that there's no real harsh lines. There's nothing worse than a brow with extra harsh lines. You kind of gotta hold your breath when you're doing your brows, right? Because if you fuck up, it's kind of hard to put that brown back on. So, yeah. So that's just the base of how your brows are gonna look. You're gonna come back to this brow, but in the meantime, you want to start molding the other one so that if there's something you need to change, you can still change it. Because if you go in and finalize everything with that brow and then you fuck up, it's kind of like, oh, now I have to find some way to reshape them so that they match. And your brows do not have to be freaking twins. Oh my goodness. They do not need to be twins. These are cousins, y'all. They ain't sisters, they ain't twins, they cousins, which is true as hell. The face, see how this harsh line is here? I hate that. Let's get rid of that if we can. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I'm following the shape of my brow. No, my brows are inspired by the shape of my brow, but I'm not exactly following the shape of my brow because I have a certain look in my head that I kind of want to go for. This is not doing what I want it to do, Jesus. And I don't even know what I want it to do. That's probably the problem. Meantime, just blend out until you can figure out what the hell you're about to do to fix it. Blend. Blend. Okay. Vana, figure something out. Vana, figure something out, girl. Can't be going out in these streets looking ratchet, having people clocking you. So now I can sharpen my pencil and go back into it and kind of fill in where I need to fill in and fix what I need to fix. Because it doesn't look exactly how I want it to look. I kind of want this arch to be a tad bit higher. So whenever I edit my brows, I don't even go in with the color I started with. I go in with the darker color because by now my LA Girl has already oxidized and is not even the same color that I started with. So if I go in adding more of that shit, it's just gonna come off lighter. They look like cousins, right? Cousins? No? Maybe? I want them to look snatched, but not too snatched, sis. Come through, bro. Come through, bro. Yes, bitch. So with this whole detoxing ordeal, y'all, it's just something I do every once in a while. It's not something I do all the time or every month. I know not consuming food is not good for you, but sometimes your body just needs a reset. Sometimes you need to fast, and what you fast with is definitely up to you. Some people fast on fruits, some people fast on just water. I chose the Master Cleanse because I love the detoxing properties that it has, and I'll get into that in a different video, but that's just what I'm going for. That's what's working for me. I'm not telling anyone else to do it. This is my journey. It's kind of what I want to do. That's why I said in the other video where I showed you how I made my mix, how I make my mix, not how to make the Master Cleanse, how I make my mix, and that's how I want that journey to go. I'm not telling anyone to go out and buy lemons, buy maple syrup, cayenne pepper, you know, salt water, and you know, I'm not telling anybody to do that, but I kind of just want to gauge the different things that I'm doing with my journey so that when I look back on it, I'll know what I did. I'm able to report exactly what happened, and it's just what's working for me. So every once in a while, my body tells me, hey, Vanna girl, you need to go ahead and push the reset button, okay? Because I'm not feeling all that great. And be it mental, physical, or emotional, spiritual, whatever it is, my body will speak to me and I listen. That's when I know to hit that reset button. We're going to start on these eyeballs. And I know I already put some of the LA Girl Pro Conceal, but I like to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. And I use the original, the purple one. I literally put like this much to start off because this stuff is like beyond potent. You can see how much half of a dab puts on. I like to put on like a clear layer because I already have the concealer on, you know? So I don't want to like OD kick some on, and then when I start creasing, I get mad. Got it? Good. The brush I'm going to be using is from MAC, but I've used it so much that the numbers have actually wiped off of it. So, any brush, okay? And the first color I'm gonna grab is from the BH Cosmetics, the 3rd edition, the 120 palette. Love this because it has many neutrals in it. It's not just like hi-fi or lo-fi. This is perfect Vanify, okay? And I'm going to start with, let me actually show you guys what I'm going to start with. I am going to choose this color right here. It's like a goldish brown, and I'm going to use that on my inner lid. And I'm not starting with the transition color first because I want to kind of blend it afterward, and I'll show you guys what I do. Just dabbing Bae on. This is Bae right now, and I need her to act right. That's why we gentle with her. Reason why I want to transition last is because I already know I'm gonna up.
Be sure to dab and not stroke so you don't end up smudging your makeup.
I really do hate the color payoff on this. It's not giving me the va boom I want. Now going in with this orangey color. And I'm gonna just place it on the center, blending it in with that first color. And as you can see, I'm going up to that same height that I did with the first color.
What you're gonna wanna do is overlay that first color so you get an ombre effect.
Let me go on one more time with it, just to blend it in. And this isn't even the orange I'm gonna go with. This is not my primary orange. You'll see the orange I use. I like the Wet n Wild Fergie collection because of these fall colors it had. I mainly still like this color right here, which is what I'm going to lay on top of the orange, just to intensify it. And make sure you are blending your life away, because what you want to do is start like a gradient effect. Yeah, that one's fine. No more. Next, I'm gonna go with this burgundy-ish color. And I'm gonna go next to this over here. And that is intense. That's real pretty. And I'm gonna even out all my colors because clearly our eyeshadows need to be more like sisters, but yeah. So now you kind of want to just make sure all your colors are kind of blending so that it's like a gradient effect. And then you just drag this last one down because that's it, sis. Ain't no more. That's all we're going with. Boom shakalaka. This the end. We done. Finito. Now I like to use my transition color in the end. I do that sometimes. So I'm gonna use this Real Techniques eyeshadow brush. And I'm gonna pick up my favorite transition, which is Mystery by MAC. And I'll actually show you. It's the perfect transition for my shade. Everybody's transition color is not the same. Yeah.
I wanted this look to be more muted. That's why I went with my transition last.
Make sure to blend everything, y'all. If you fuck up, blend. It'll look right. Trust me on that. Because I fuck up all the time. What saves me? Blending. And I've never used this brush before, and I'm kind of feeling it. It's like the perfect amount of fluff. So you want to kind of fill in this space, but not too much. Next, you want to kind of clean up under your brow a little bit. Right now, going back into my Fergie palette, picking this tan color. And for my transition color, sometimes I use the center color because it's honestly the same color as Mystery. Maybe a little bit darker, I don't know. And I'm going to go under my brow and highlight. We will blend for dear life. Because I don't like my highlight to be the predominant portion of my brows. I don't want it to be in the forefront. Like, hey, look at me, especially if my brows ain't done. Like, especially if my brows ain't done. And so that's where we at right now. I'm gonna go back and focus on underneath my brow and kind of almost mimic what the hell we did to the top, but not really, because we got time for that. So this is my first time trying this L'Oreal Liner Intense, and this is pretty much a felt tip liquid liner. And I use so many different liners, like so many, and I kind of wanted to just try something different.
With this look, I wasn't really going for a dramatic winged eye. I just wanted something that would cover up my lashes. I was really surprised by how much I ended up enjoying this product. It just glided through, didn't give me no problems whatsoever, and it was fairly quick.
Another new product I'm trying today is the Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara from L'Oreal.
What started off as me running out of mascara turned out to be a miracle. This mascara truly took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting the volume I received from it, the elongation. It's definitely a keeper.
Y'all, my lashes have never looked like this. Ever. In the history of ever. For my lashes, I'm going to use these Ardell Demi Wispies. This is from the Color Impact collection.
I chose the color Wine because firstly, I've never seen it. Secondly, I felt like it matched the look perfectly and I didn't want anything too harsh. Going in with my foundation that I showed you earlier, the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NW47. I'm just smoothing that through.
And so me working on my body and trying to improve what I feel is tore up. I feel like if you look good, you'll feel good. I've loved makeup ever since I was in elementary school. When we would go to church on Sundays, my mom would let me use her makeup. Well, not necessarily let me use, but she would let me wear it. She would apply it. And just on Sundays, she would let me have just foundation powder. And she would brush my eyebrows with the spool. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was the baddest in that church. 10 years old, thinking you bad. I was always like a really girly girl. She'd let me wear her heels at home. And I had my first little, I never really had a kitten heel, but yeah. When I had my first little platform, that's when I really felt like I was doing something. Oh my goodness. You could not tell me nothing. When I was in college, my freshman year, I got matched for my foundation. That's when I knew what to wear back in those days, Jesus. My twin got up and told me, my twin's my friend, not my real birth twin, but she was like, nah, twin, we're not doing CoverGirl no more, we're doing MAC. And not to say that MAC is like the best like foundation, because you know I still use it clearly, right? But it's just, if it ain't broke, I'm not trying to fix it. I tried the what was the one I tried that was like hella popular? Lancome. I tried the Lancome. I didn't really like it. It looked too much like my skin. I like photo finishes. Like if I'm wearing makeup, I kind of want to look like I'm wearing makeup. Unless I'm going to the gym, that's really the only time I'll wear like a regular everyday makeup, because who goes to the gym and just goes to the gym, right? You got errands to run and other like that, so you have to have like some kind of natural beat sometimes. Yeah, no, I don't really care about all that, like wear makeup every little place you go. I don't think that's like 1000% necessary unless you are selling yourself, because if you're a makeup artist, you want to display your work on your face. That's the best way to get customers. But I'm not a makeup artist. I'm an everyday, regular, schmegula, degula girl from Florida. Not trying to do no super beat, ultra mega beat. I just like to do whatever's the easiest way to get the results I want. And the reason why I do light, dark, and then light is because I like to play off my natural skin tone to contour for me. Airspun.
When I use my translucent powder, I make sure to cover all areas I would like to highlight or keep from getting oily.
BH Cosmetics Blush and Contour Palette. I'm gonna use this dark tone over here with this angular brush. It's fluffy and it's at an angle, so
I love using this palette because the brown is a perfect contour color for me. In powder form, it's not too harsh. And I like to go right under that with my Airspun to highlight.
Now I'm gonna go in with MAC Mineralizing Skin Finish in the color Dark Deep.
And you're gonna use this to pretty much wipe away all the excess powder on your face. Please be sure to be thorough with this step, because if you're not, it will cause a huge flashback.
The highlight I'm using is from Becca. It's the Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in the color Topaz.
I apply this to the top of the apples of my cheek. I apply it a little bit to my upper brow bone and then my inner tear ducts.
Last step is some blush.
And with this blush, I'm applying it right on the apples of my cheek, right below my highlight, giving it a gradient effect and kind of toning it down.
NYC pencil in dark brown. BH Cosmetics Ultimate Lips 28 Colors Lipstick Palette. I'm going to go into this color. I'm feeling this right now.
What I love about lipstick palettes is that you can layer them however you want to. There's really no rules to makeup, and that's the beauty of the art. I'm going in with my MAC Prep and Prime to blend everything together, doing some final touches with my highlight, then going in with my NYX Matte Setting Spray to seal everything in. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I surely did. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. My contact information is below, and as always, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.